For Your Money is brought to you by NelsonCorp Wealth Management.
It's now time for Your Money. We're joined by Nate Kreinbrink, financial planner at NelsonCorp Wealth Management. Welcome back, Nate.
Thanks again for having me.
So it seems like the economy has been quite resilient recently. What's driving this?
Well, as you can imagine, there's always a ton of different factors that impact economic growth at any given time. Now, since the pandemic, the Federal Reserve has embraced this idea of a high-pressure economy. Now, in the economic world, essentially what this means is we are letting the economy run a little hotter than what we normally would to stimulate things like higher productivity and increase labor force participation. And I think we've got a chart here that dives into the latter just a little bit more. So what we're looking at here is the monthly applications for new high propensity businesses, essentially those that are likely to hire employees dating back to 2005. So what you can see here lately is that we have surged to new heights following the pandemic and are currently sitting about 30% higher than where we were in 2019. So letting this economy run a little hotter than normal has definitely increased productivity and has really increased the current growth more on a higher average than what we've seen over the past 15 years.
Well, that's good news, but do you think this trend will continue?
Right. So obviously this has been great news as of late, but with inflation cooling off over the past several months, there is some concern that we may see some of these benefits start to diminish. Now, with that said, if the Fed can manage a soft landing, essentially cooling the economy off enough to keep inflation low and avoid a recession, we may see some of this new business formations persist. Now, obviously, with everything else, we'll keep an eye on this over the coming months of years, as it'll be a good indicator as where we're headed in the economy.
All right, Nate, as always, thanks for joining us.